on the job this morning. First thing we're going to do is get this floor back in shape so we don't step through it. And I think I'm going to start by sistering floor joists to these existing ones. You see we got a little bit of water damage on them. It's not bad, but that won't hurt. Okay, so to start to put this back together, what we're going to do, I've got this laid off. We're going to take 2x6 blocking under the wall, secure it to the floor joists, secure it to the bottom of this plate, all the way down this line where it's so rough. That's going to do a couple things. It's going to help tie this wall in good, and when we go to replace this diagonal flooring, it gives us some place to secure it here as well, so it's not hanging in the wind, and will also give us an opportunity to straighten this line up on this wall. So I can raise and lower the blocking to straighten that line up. So once we get these in all the way across, then we'll come back and we'll sister the 2x6s and notch them out for these blocks, push them up tight, and sister the 2x6s right to this, and then we'll be ready to install our diagonal flooring or patch it. Okay, you can see Lisa's down there in the basement working the jack, and all she's doing is taking and pushing this piece of 2x4 up to the bottom of our blocking to push all that old subfloor and all where it was cut, push it back up tight against this bottom plate. So judging by that level, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go downstairs and secure that with some 3.5-inch screws and move on to the next block. So I have some 3.5-inch framing screws here, and I've checked. I don't have no water pipes, electric wires, and we're just going to run this up through the bottom of this plate, if these wires will let us, into the bottom of that 2x4. And it set the screw good, so I know it caught something solid. It's a carnival game. And I'm going to try to angle one on top of this, get at least 3 of them in there. Might be better come from this side. Yeah, see. Alright, that's good. I'll secure it on this side. I'll go down there and put that jack on, push these pieces back up. All right, let me show you from down here. You can see we got our blocking in all the way down the line. And so it's all the way back to where the diagonal flooring is good again, so it's holding it up solid against the bottom of that plate. And so no worries with that. I'll take you upstairs and show you what it looks like from the top side. Okay, here we go. You see, now we have a good solid place to mount, secure our floor, our diagonal flooring. And I got one cross brace over here at the bathtub, and we'll wait for the bathtub to be set in place before we put any more blocking in there, because we don't want to block ourselves into a position where we can't rough the tub in. So Next thing is go down there and measure up for some floor joists, to 2x6s to sister to the side of these, and then we'll be ready to start putting that diagonal floor down. See that up there? Watch this. Nice now. See from up here, that gives us something really nice to work with, and that notch and the 2x6 that's sistered helps hold this corner together, so that works out real good. I'm gonna have to get up here and hand nail this because that plumbing won't allow me to get my gun in there. All the floor joists in place now, all the blocking against the wall. Put a small piece over here by the tub. I don't want to crowd this until we get the plumbing for the tub hooked up. But you see we got a nice solid floor again. So next on the agenda is to cut and place the 1x8 I picked up this morning, put this subfloor back together. So let me get set up for that and I'll show you how we're going to do that. I think we're gonna have plug to fit that. This whole flange is copper. That going to beer bucket. Scrap bucket for beer. Okay, let's take a look at what we got. This part is done. Feels good. Looks good. So the next thing is to I'll get my stuff out of here. We'll go ahead and re-nail all the existing floor, and then we're gonna rack some plywood on it, some CDX plywood, glue it, and nail that. And then have one little small piece back there too. So let me take you downstairs so you can see what that looks like finished up. All right, here you can see our sister joist, the new floor, and it looks clean, it looks well done, it looks tidy, as it should, especially if you're paying somebody to do this. So much nicer. And I know that will hold whatever we put on it. Wah wah. Our first chore this morning is going to be nail all this existing floor down. We're going to shoot it down with ring shank nails, and then we're going to cover it with CDX plywood. I wouldn't want to pull this one up. I guarantee you that floor is stronger than it was when it was brand spanking new. Okay, that does it for the subfloor. Now we have something worthy of building a new bathroom on. This floor is solid. It's got integrity. most of all, it's right. This floor will remain till it's time to set the tile floor. Then we'll go over this one more time with 3/8 inch AC horseshoe nailed to this. That way, if the floor ever has to come up, you take the floor, you take the AC plywood, the subfloor remains. The subfloor is structure. Alright? Never glue a tile floor, thin set, whatever, to the subfloor. There's got to be a separation there. If the floor fails, if it has to come up for some reason, then you've got then you've destroyed the structure by gluing all over the subfloor. Exactly what happened in here. So keep that in mind. Always an underlayment. Then on top of the underlayment will go the ditcher, the tile, and we'll have a good solid floor. It's going to last for 25 years probably, at least. All right, let me clean this mess up and we'll move on to the next part of this little project. Okay, we're back here on our bathroom project this morning. I got to tell you, this floor feels awesome. I feel real good about continuing our bathroom build with these framing modifications and the floor fixed like it should be. So this morning we're going to go to work on this shower valve, and we got a couple things happening here. We got an excessive amount of joints. You can see a in there, one here. I got a couple pieces capped off down there, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the lines of the water and I'm going to replace that pipe so it's one piece, no joints to start with, and then we're going to get rid of this old blocking and we'll set up our new blocking for our shower valve. And probably have to put some blocking up there too for the top piece. So let me get set up for that, and we'll get started on putting this shower valve together.